Hello friends, you are very much welcome to Agriculture Current Affair of August 2022. We know we are late as always, but believe me, this is going to be very much important. We have selected only the important topics that are important for your competitive examination. This whole session will be very much important for your IBPS AFO examination, NABARD examination, RRB SO examination, BHU examination, state examination and public service examinations. Now understand, this is the first part of Agriculture Current Affair August. In this part we will see the description of all the current affair, and in next part we will ask the MCQ with explanation. So now let's start it. As always, before starting the session, I will ask you one simple question. When World Biofuel Day was celebrated? It is celebrated in August only. The options are 10 August, 15 August, 20 August, 25 August. Comment your answer. I am waiting for your comment. No matter right or wrong, just comment it. Now come to the first important current affair of this session. First important agriculture current affair is Union Cabinet approves the interest submission of 1.5% per annum on the short-term agriculture loan up to 3 lakh. Now understand, there are the many questions that can be asked with this. Okay, first we will discuss the topic, and in the end we will see what type of the question can be asked in your competitive examination. Now understand, the cabinet approved the interest submission of 1.5% per annum on the short term agriculture loan up to 3 lakh. Interest submission of 1.5% to be provided to the lending institution. What is lending institution? Lending institutions are the institutions that are directly linked to the farmer, like banks. Okay, additional budgetary provision of 34,856 crore will be provided in this whole scheme, in this whole decision. Okay, now understand what type of the question they can ask with this topic. First question they can ask, what is the new interest submission provided by the central government in the short term agriculture loan, that is 1.5% per annum. Okay, now they can ask the question, if farmer will take loan up to 3 lakh, what is the interest submission? Okay, then it will be the 1.5% per annum. What is the budget given by the central government to the finance lending institution for this 1.5% interest submission? That budget is rupees 34,856 crore. Okay, these 3 points are important. And till when this will run? This will run till to session 2022 to 2024-25. These are the important points that you have to remember. Now come to the next important slide. Another important current affair is Cabinet approved the amendment to export policy for the wheat or machine flour amendment, the legal. Now understand what is going on and what is important in this current affair section. Okay, now whole world is going through the war of Russia and Ukraine, and Russia and Ukraine are the largest producer of wheat all over the world. They have stopped the export, so Indian government have also stopped the export of the wheat. Then what happened? If Indian government stop the wheat export, then businessmen of the India started making the flour of the wheat, and they started exporting this, and government don't have any rule to stop that export of the wheat flours. Now what government have did? To enable the restriction on the export of the wheat flour in order to curb rising prices of the wheat flour and to ensure the food security, one of the most vulnerable sections of the society. Now understand, if government will not stop the wheat flour export, then the price in the domestic market will increase day by day. Earlier there was a policy not to prohibit or put any restriction on the export of wheat flour. Therefore a partial modification of the policy was required by withdrawing the exemption from ban and restriction of the export of the wheat flour. So government had did this amendment to stop the export of the wheat flour, because not to control the pricing in the domestic market. If the question, they can ask the question, what is the recent change in the wheat flour policy, that government have banned the export of the wheat flour. Okay, now come to the next important thing, because it is not that much important, but next one is very important. This current affair is very much important for your NABARD examination, state public service examination and central public examination. So listen it very carefully. India added 11 more wetland designated as Ramsar site. Tally rise to 75. On August 13, 2022, India has designated 11 more wetland under the Ramsar Convention or the Convention on Wetland. taking the total number of Ramsar site in India 75, previously it was 64, with an area coverage of 13,26,677 hectare. The 11 new Ramsar sites include 4 sites in Tamil Nadu, 3 in Odisha, 2 in Jammu Kashmir, 1 in Madhya Pradesh and 1 in Maharashtra. Now understand what type of the question they can ask you from this. Okay, now total number of the wetland in India, it is 75. Okay, previously total number of wetland in India, it is 64. Total area under the wetland in India is 13,26,677. Okay, new wetland in Tamil Nadu, total number of new wetland in Tamil Nadu is 3, Odisha 2. This type of the question can be asked in your competitive examination. Now come to the next important point. Another important current affair is Jharkhand become the first state in India to use blockchain technology for seed distribution. Okay, now they can ask directly question, name the state who use the blockchain technology in seed distribution. They will give many options, Jharkhand, Bihar, Odisha, and you have to take the Jharkhand. Now come to the description. On 18 August 2022, Jharkhand Directorate of Agriculture and Settlement, a blockchain tech company, implemented the distribution of seed to the farmer using a blockchain based platform. Jharkhand became the first Indian state to implement the blockchain technology which is used to track the seed distribution. This aim at reducing the privilege and avoid the suspicious seed that farmer receive through the various government schemes, including the seed exchange scheme. Okay, so only the important thing in this whole slide is Jharkhand is the first state to use the blockchain technology in the seed distribution. So keep in the mind, if they ask the question, name the state which have used the blockchain technology in the seed distribution, then it is only Jharkhand. Now come to the next important current affair. Another important current affair is Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced the Millet Challenge with 1 crore prize each for the 3 startups. Okay, this is the Millet Conference that was organized by the NABARD. Okay, NABARD and University of Agriculture, Raichur, Karnataka. Now understand this whole thing properly. Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, Ministry of Finance, attended a 2-day Millet Conclave in 2022. And what is the theme? Theme is important, so listen it carefully. The theme is making many millets nuggets and making many millet entrepreneurs. On August 26-27, 2022, jointly organized by the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, that is NABARD, and University of Agriculture, Raichur, Karnataka. Now what type of the question can be asked from this whole current affair? First question, that what is the theme for Millet Conclave? We know theme is making many millet nugget and making millet entrepreneurs. Okay, this is the theme for Millet Conclave. Another thing, who organized the Millet Conclave? NABARD and University of Agriculture, Raichur, Karnataka has organized this whole function. What is the prize in the Millet Conference? What is the prize for the Millet Challenge? The prize is 1 crore prize for 3 startups. Okay, now come to the next important current affair of this session. Another important current affair is Government of India granted GI tag for Mithila Makhan to boost the farmer income. New GI tag in agriculture is for Bihar Mithila Makhan. Now understand the whole thing. Okay, the Government of India has awarded a Mithila Makhan from Bihar a geographical indication tag which will enable farmer to get the maximum price for their premium produce. This decision is anticipated to the benefit of over 5 lakh farmer in the Mithila region of Bihar. Now understand what type of the question they can ask. First question they will ask, new GI tag in the agriculture. They will give many options. The new GI tag is Bihar Mithila Makhan. Okay, now understand what happens with the GI tag, that got the proper identification of the place, that this Makhan belong to this place, so the pricing of the product and earning of the farmer is also increased. Okay, now come to the next important thing. It is important, and this point is important, that 5 lakh farmer is going to be benefited with this decision. Now come to the next important current affair. This is very important current affair for all agriculture examinations, so listen it very carefully. Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer implemented One Nation One Fertilizer plan under Bharat brand. Okay, who implemented it? Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Keep in the mind. Another important point, listen it. The Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer has decided to implement the One Nation One Fertilizer initiative by introducing single brand logo for the fertilizer and logo under the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Urvarak Pariyojana. Which is the Pariyojana? Remember the name of the Pariyojana very carefully, because these points are only that it is asked in the competitive examination. The name of the Pariyojana is Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Urvarak Pariyojana. If in the examination they ask PMBJP, then don't get confused. Okay, this is fertilizer subsidy scheme. It has been issued an order mandating all business to sell their product under the single brand name, that is Bharat. Okay, what is the brand name? Brand name is Bharat, in order to achieve uniformity in the fertilizer brand throughout the India. Under the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Urvarak Pariyojana, the central government provides the fertilizer subsidies on the annual basis. Now understand why government have did this. In all over India, all different companies are selling their fertilizer, okay, by different names, by different brands, and by different logo. So government have tried to make it achieve the uniform in all the fertilizer brand. Now previously you are seeing that it is written on the back that brand name is like Arvind Urea or Vinod Urea. Now it will be the only Bharat Urea all over the India, and the logo will be also Bharat. Okay, this will be the logo, and the what subsidy is given to the farmer, it will be also mentioned on their bag. So it is important. This type of the question can be asked in your competitive examination. Now come to the next important current affair of this session. Another important current affair is Union Minister Purushottam Rupala chaired a 9th governing body meeting of NFDB. Now I have question for you. What is NFDB? Comment your answer. Now understand the whole scenario. Union Minister Purushottam Rupala, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, prescribed our 9th governing body meeting on the National Fishery Development Board, which was held in New Delhi. The meeting was attended by the Dr. L. Murugan, Ministry of the State, Ministry of the Fishery, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, and Vice Chairman of the Governing, and Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Balyan, Ministry of the Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Why I have added this current affair? You will think this is only the meeting. Why you have added it? I have added it because of names. Okay, so keep in the mind that Minister Purushottam Rupala is the Union Minister for Ministry of Fishery, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Okay, now understand. Another name is Dr. L. Murugan, that is Ministry of State in Fishery and Animal Husbandry Department. Another name is Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Balyan, that is Ministry of State of Ministry of Fishery, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Only for the name I have added this current affair. Now come to the next important current affair of this session. Another important current affair event is International Day of World Indigenous People 2022 was on August 9. The United States, this is important for NABARD examination and state and central public service examination. The United Nations, the International Day of World Indigenous People, that is also known as IDWIP, is annually celebrated on 9 August across the world to highlight the role of the indigenous people and the importance of the preserving their right, communities and knowledge by gathered and passed down over centuries. Theme of this year IDWIP is the role of the indigenous women in preservation and transmission of traditional knowledge. The day is also known as World Tribal Day. Now what type of the question this can be asked? First important question, when Indigenous People Day was celebrated? It was celebrated on August 9. What is the theme for the Indigenous People Day in 2022? The theme is the role of indigenous women in the preservation and transmission of traditional knowledge. Okay, now come to the next important current affair of this series. Another important current affair that is important for your NABARD examination, state examination and public service examination. What is this? World Biofuel Day. It is celebrated on 10th August this year. The World Biofuel Day theme of this World Biofuel Day is we place the promotion of this sustainable source of energy. World Biofuel Day is annually observed on 10 August to highlight the importance and significance of non-fossil fuels or biofuels, the environmental friendly, sustainable, biodegradable and renewable fuel which is produced from animal waste, algae and industrial and agricultural waste. This is known as biofuel. Okay, just you need to remember the date of the World Biofuel Day. Date is 10 August 2022 and what is the theme? We place the promotion of this sustainable source of energy. Only this thing you need to remember for your examination. Next important event is World Elephant Day. Another important date is August 12, that is World Elephant Day. It is important for your NABARD examination, state examination and central public service examination. Now understand, World Elephant Day was celebrated annually on August 12 to create the awareness on the elephant conservation and to share knowledge and positive solution for the better protection and management of wild and captive elephant. World Elephant Day plays a crucial role in raising the awareness about the problem faced by this giant gentle around the globe. Okay, so only the thing that you need to keep in the mind, that is August 12. What is August 12? That is World Elephant Day. World Elephant Day is the that is celebrated on August 12. Now this is the end of the agriculture current affair August. We will share the MCQ with explanation in 1 or 2 days. Okay, so if you have watched this video till now, share our video, comment it, and if you have not subscribed, subscribe our channel. Thank you so much for giving your time and thank you so much again.